Have you ever been to Walmart at 8 a.m.? And if you have you noticed anything different? Maybe a little less noise, maybe the TVs are off, maybe not even any music. Maybe the environment just felt a little bit calmer. Why does it feel a little different? Walmart recently started doing sensory hours between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. every day. So during these hours, Walmart turns off the TVs and they actually put up a little note of why they have the TVs off. Overhead music turned off. So Walmart wants to accommodate those with sensory sensitivities. There's a lot of TVs in there. Our daughters actually had meltdowns due to TVs. The TVs are just so much sensory input. The music, some people like music, some people don't. I can say that it probably does add to the overall noise of the building. It is really awesome to see a store like Walmart, as such a big business, recognizing that there is a need for accommodating those with sensory sensitivities, like people like our daughter, who's autistic, and she also has sensory processing disorder. We've went into Walmart a couple times during these hours, and you definitely feel more of like it's calmer. There's not as much going on, audio-wise, visual, not as much happening. And we're talking about inclusion too, more understanding of people, that there's people in our communities with sensory sensitivities. It's a great way with the messaging around the store to throw out a bunch of awareness and then say, hey, we're going to accept you here. I think it is groundbreaking for such a big business to make that acknowledgement and make a change for people that need that change. So yes, I'm acknowledging that Walmart, awesome. They put a step forward and we're going to do this every single day between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. I do have some critiques that go along with the praise. So experiencing sensory hour, there's some things that I noticed. One of them, the lights. Quick question. Have you been in a Walmart during these sensory hours, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.? And did your Walmart have the lights dim? Just not as much light happening. That's one of the biggest sensory things going on inside of a Walmart store, because you got the high ceilings and the huge amount of fluorescent lighting. I don't know if you noticed, but when the music's turned off, the TVs are turned off, everything's a little quieter, you really notice the buzzing from the lighting. It's just a constant buzz. People with sensitive hearing, that's the sound we're talking about. That's the sound that we're talking about that can cause some serious sensory overload, because the sound is just continually there. And for some autistic people, sound can actually be physically painful. Another thing with fluorescent lighting, lights flicker. Those lights do flicker, and it's also a visual thing going on too there. And then you walk to the front of the store where the checkout lanes are. The beeping for every scanned item, it seems like it's even louder now. They're not being drowned out by all the other ambient noises that are happening, like the music, the TV noises, the constant beeping. I understand that those beeps are there for a purpose. I don't know. I feel like there's something more that can be done there. Might just take some research, some money put into it to figure out the beeping. I can get me a little annoyed. I can't imagine how it would affect someone with sensory sensitivities with the ears. Another suggestion I would have for Walmart is maybe having sensory kits available. Headphones. That's something that Culture City's been doing amazing things, putting out their sensory kits at so many different places around the country, at so many different event venues and stuff like that. Imagine having those sensory kits available in day-to-day life, like a grocery store. Now that would be cool to see. And then we also have the timing of the day, 8 to 10 a.m. For those of you that are autism parents out there, 8 to 10 a.m. is going to be a really tough time to go grocery shopping, to go any type of shopping, because 8 to 10 a.m. is like recovering from the sleepless night. Maybe it would be cool to see a secondary option, like maybe even 8 to 10 at night, to give those people that are not morning people a chance to have that environment in the evening as well. I think that would include many more people. My opinion, of course. Overall, I want to say it's awesome that Walmart has done this. They're providing a great example of, hey, there's this need in our communities that we need to be accommodating people with sensory needs. They're making the statements, they're making an effort. Are they lacking in some effort? Sure, but at least they're doing something, and that's the start. A start is better than doing nothing at all. How do we get more change like this? By supporting businesses that do say, hey, we're going to help out the disability community, specifically those with sensory needs. And it's important for us to acknowledge that. It's like, that's awesome, just so that they keep like, okay, we are doing something good. Pushing it a step further, I think there's still improvement definitely to be made, but it's a start. So yeah, please let me know if you have experienced the sensory hours between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. and let me know, like, is it just our store that does the music and the TVs, or is there like other stores out there that do more than just those things? I'm curious to know if it's just a standard company wide, or if some stores go further, some stores do less type situation. Curious. Please, in the comments, what store out there would you like to see the same thing happen at? I personally would love to see Target make that step toward sensory friendly time, but we'll see. If Walmart, if you are looking for feedback, yes, consider figuring out lighting and the beeping at the register. Those are the two things that are very noticeable, even initially just walking into the store during sensory hours. Who here knows about sensory friendly time at Walmart, and who has actually, like, okay, there's sensory friendly hours during this time, I'm gonna go because of this? How many people out there have utilized, like, went to Walmart because of these times being sensory friendly? I would like to know. And I'm sure some of you would like to know too. I'm just curious to see how well it's been received in the Walmart shopping communities out there. All right, that's it for this one. Peace.